Steve, talk about something else.
All right, Brian, if you are on an airplane watching me right now on JetBlue or one of those airlines that has television in the back of the headrest, I'm sorry. But this is a story we told you about over the weekend. A cybersecurity expert who claims he can drive the airplane while on the airplane.
We've primarily focused on actually physically being in the airplane, hooking up to the in-flight entertainment. But theoretically, you can also leave devices behind and remotely get in through the onboard wireless.
Oh, great. The FBI says Chris Roberts, that man you just saw, did just that, making a plane fly sideways while he was on board. This while he was in the back of the airplane. He also told the FBI he's hacked into airplanes 15 or 20 other times. How does that happen? And is it possible, or is he making it up? Kurt, the cyber guy, joins us live.
And how come passengers on board the plane who might be sitting next to this guy didn't at least notice something a little bizarre with all of this? The fact is, though, we're all hooking up either our headphones or electricity, so it doesn't seem that unusual. We're talking about a device that's underneath the seat of many aircraft. He happened to be on a 737 last, and it's that little box that's in the way when you're trying to stuff stuff underneath the seat in front of you. There's usually two of those in, say, the coach section where there's 3 seats on each side. That is a seat entertainment box. Inside that, he's alleged to have shimmied off the cover and gone in there with what's called a Cat6 cable, or a big network cable, and an adapter, and parts that he said he got from Best Buy, and anybody could. And now what they did 12 to 15 times at least is sniff out, using a software called Vortex, but essentially spy on the electronics in the plane and find out how does the plane send a signal in thrust to make it accelerate. And so that's one thing that he's admitted now that he has done. So he increased thrust to 1 engine, but that's not all he can do.
And it flew sideways, he says. First of all, do we know that it's true?
I think the federal...
Because this was all in an FBI affidavit, but the guy has not been charged yet.
I think the FBI is investigating this one real thoroughly. I mean, he's saying it's true. He's got data that presents that it's true. The man has not been arrested. He has not been charged for the crime. So there's something interesting going on here. But what we do know is there's something for us to be aware of. These are the kinds of things, by the way, that can happen. Take a look at this. This guy, so far we know, Chris Roberts, has said he could deploy oxygen masks, he can increase engine thrust, he can change the aircraft's course, he can move fuel between onboard tanks, and he could cause the nose of an aircraft to go up. Those are really serious control issues that no passenger should have access to at an aircraft. And so we have got to do something. And how come you can just shimmy that off the entertainment box if that's what's set?
I was on one of those jets last night, and I was reading the story, and I kicked around, and I felt it, and it was real flimsy down there as well. But here's why it all makes sense. Because the computer that runs the airplane is the same one that people tap in to watch the Wi-Fi and stuff like that.
It's different on aircraft. The newer the aircraft, the truer that is. 787s and other ones are much like that.
It's just disturbing. All right, Kurt the Cyber Guy. More information, go to cyberguy.com. Thanks, Kurt. All right, coming up, how did this Democratic lawmaker ever think she would get away by saying this?
Then I'm going to go meet with, right? Because he said Indian American.
This morning, hear how that Democrat is apologizing. Then Al